The Supreme Court is designed to perpetuate state power, not protect individual liberty. The reason this is important because when we look at the cases dealing with police power, it has been the U.S. Supreme Court that has been the number one enabler of the most horrendous acts under the name of officer safety. This goes back from Terry, Ohio, Graham Connor, Pennsylvania versus Mims, because the argument is no longer about what are your rights. The argument is about what makes the officer safe. Now, I would argue that the officer safety is important. However, the officer can be safe and your rights can be protected at the same time. The problem is that the court has allowed police to interact based off of bias. And then because of that bias, they can use their own perceptions from their bias in order to use force, and their policy can't be reviewed after the fact from hindsight. Now, the reason that this is important and we need a third party arbiter is because if we don't have it, then you cannot be the grader of your own homework, because you're probably going to score higher than you would have if somebody else graded your paper. For too often, the police have been grading their own homework, and we need an agency who can grade the work for them. But we have to get rid of these precedents and these case law so we can get justice. And without the case law being removed, we're going to see a cycle. It's interesting how after a tragedy, we can change policy. There are a lot of states that have a lot of initiatives to fix policing. California has a lot of good things. Pennsylvania just, banned minor offenses from being traffic stops. And there are a lot of great things happening around the country. However, we need a national solution. I shouldn't have to wait till the police murder someone in my city, like Breonna Taylor, before we can get a sensible policy.